This here is one of the churches over in India. That's Brother Von Blomberg there. I don't know who this pastor is. That's Brother Baxter, Dad, and myself. And you remember the testimony I gave about the little girl that couldn't, the driver that took us those meetings? And when he got ready to leave, Daddy says, "Go get that driver." He said he was so nice to me. He never would talk to Daddy when he come. He said, "See if I can do something for him." And I said, "Okay." And so I got him. I said, "My dad would like to talk to you." I said, "He'd like to thank you for, being good." And he said, "No, that's all right." I said, "No, he'd like to." And so he did. And so we met him. And he says, "You've been so nice to me, never disturbed me going to the meeting." He says, "What can I do for you?" And he said, "Well, Brother Branham, I got a little friend of mine," and said she come to meetings, but she never could get in there with so many people. There's just big old fields of people there in India. And he says she couldn't get in, and says she's crippled. And said, "If you could just go by and shake her hand, so that would just be more to me than anything you could do." He said, "Okay, let's just go." So he took us over there, and we got there's a bunch of little kids on the floor playing. And he was playing with them, or talking to them there. And when he got there, this little girl was in a wheelchair. And it wasn't a beach ball, but it wasn't a little ball. It was, kind of a medium-sized ball. And they was throwing it back and forth, and she was laughing. She couldn't speak English. And so Daddy spoke through the interpreter. He said, "I'm Brother Branham," and they talked to him a little bit. And he says, "Do you like to play ball?" He asked her. And she says, and through the interpreter, she says, "I've never played ball." She says, "I can't walk in my arms." And Daddy said, "Would you like to play ball?" And she said, "Yes." And he just took that ball. He didn't even pray a prayer. He took that ball and rolled it across the floor to her. But it went, past her. He says, "Do you believe Brother Branham?" And she, through the interpreter, she said, "Yes." He said, "In the name of Jesus Christ, go get me that ball." She come out of that wheelchair and went and got that ball. I'll never forget that. Just for her kindness to him.